Kyoto is our favorite city in Japan, so it's no surprise we wanted to dedicate the whole video to this magical place. Let's dive right in. Welcome to our channel where we share with you all of the amazing places on this planet to put on your bucket list. If you're new here, we know you're going to like it here, and if you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Without further ado, here we go. Kyoto is a heritage site and a cultural hub. Its temples, palaces, and gardens gather several tourists annually, making Kyoto the most visited destination in Japan. In today's video, we'll reveal the ideal 5-day itinerary for your next trip to Kyoto. And be sure to stay till the very end, where we'll share some insider bonus info with you. Day 1. Take a river cruise, visit Bamboo Grove, and see the Tenryuji Temple. Our first day itinerary for Kyoto is action-packed and full of culture, going from river cruises to temple tours. Ready for a deeper look? So are we. The Hozugawa River is a significant and historical one in Japanese culture, so every tourist visiting Kyoto for the first time loves to take this cruise. The boat rides offer sightseeing and go back about 400 centuries. Therefore, it attracts tourists by connecting them to the Japanese heritage that Kyoto has carried for many years. Moreover, the route that this river cruise takes is an awe-inspiring and beautiful one. You can see the trees and mountains of Kamioka while taking the trip, eventually finding yourself at Higashiyama. The Instagrammable bamboo forest will be your first stop after the river cruise. The Bamboo Grove is a walk-through forest with a clear path for visitors to enjoy. You can even bring a bike because the road is paved and pretty closed off from other factors, thanks to the dense bamboo surrounding your path to the left and right. The Bamboo Grove is a unique experience in and of itself because not many places have such a density of bamboo in Japan, let alone Kyoto. This makes the area highly attractive for tourists, especially since it makes people feel like they've been transported into another world. The spot is perfect for nature lovers and photography enthusiasts. Still, it might not suit people who struggle to walk for long periods. Such individuals may prefer to bring a bike or wheelchair for their convenience. Tenryuji Temple is a great tourist attraction and lies close to the Bamboo Grove. This is why we picked the temple as your third destination during your first day in Kyoto. The Tenryuji Temple is the most prominent and preserved building in the Arashiyama district. It's also the first of the 5 significant Zen temples the city has to show. This temple was built by the ruling shogun of 1339. Its purpose was to pay homage to the recently deceased emperor Go-Daigo. The emperor used to be an ally of the shogun until the shogun Takauji grew a lust for power and turned on the emperor. Of course, he realized what he did was wrong, but the emperor had already passed away. In his remorse, Takauji selected the most talented architects to construct this temple to appease the deceased in hopes of reconstructing the peace they once had. Sadly, this temple has been subject to several natural disasters, attacks, and wars over the years, and only parts of it remain intact today. However, the gardens didn't come in harm's way, nor did the central pond. While there may not be much left to see within the temple, there's definitely a great beauty lying outside it. Tourists still love to visit this quaint area for pictures and stories on the historical background of the temple. Day 2. Visit the Higashiyama district, see the Monkey Park, and the Kiyomizu-dera. The second day of our Kyoto itinerary mainly focuses on giving you time in the Higashiyama district. This district is best known for its preserved history and gorgeous mountain slopes. This area is ideal for anyone who wants to spend their time as though they traveled back by some decades. Higashiyama Shoppers District. Small shops and cafes line the streets of Higashiyama Shoppers' quaint little district. Many of these establishments have been around for several years, attending to the needs of locals and travelers alike. The common denominator of these establishments is they keep their traditional ways. They all focus on selling specialties, making Kyoto and its vicinity a more exciting and attractive spot for tourists from across the country and around the world. Monkey Park is another popular attraction that's close to the district. This park delivers what it promises: a lot of monkeys. While not all of these monkeys are friendly, they sure are fun to observe. The Monkey Park is a fun spot for families with children or individuals who like to visit local zoos wherever they go. However, getting to this park is not easy since it's located across a river and atop a mountain. The park hosts 120 macaque monkeys, some of which, as we mentioned, aren't tame. But this doesn't mean you can't feed the furry giants for a good time in the area. This is a particularly favored activity by kids. Still, adults also like visiting the park for sightseeing and photo opportunities. There are no places to eat nearby, so you might have to bring your own food. Make sure it doesn't fall into the quick hands of a monkey. Our third and final spot for the second day is Kiyomizu-dera, a Buddhist temple located at the easternmost tip of the city. This temple is a heritage site, so you can expect to see practitioners and non-practitioners of the Hindu religion paying their respects to the gods and the architecture. While most people go here for photo opportunities, some also visit an ancient place of worship. This doubles the number of visitors that the temple welcomes every day. Spend a few hours at the temple to admire the handiwork and nature surrounding this landscape. Maybe even light some candles and leave some offerings to make a wish. The temple requires a bit of a hike to get to, so you will need water, food, and sunscreen on your way there. Day 3. See the Gion district, explore the Maruyama Park and Kyoto Station. Day 3 is an all-encompassing experience of the Gion district. This area is best known for its geishas, traditional dances, zen gardens, and famous shrines. But of course, this district has shopping and eating options as all sections do. So before you go around and immerse yourself in the geisha culture, we recommend you stop to take a bite and shop around. If you want to photograph geisha posing on a wooden bridge or doing traditional dances, then Gion is your district. It's also home to many conventional machiya buildings and their ancient architecture and colors. But the geisha isn't all that there is to this area. Gion Avenue is also a great spot to grab a bite at a traditional restaurant or cafe. From there, you can head to the Kamo River or the Yasaka Shrine if you want a change of scenery. After all, you don't have to stick to this itinerary to the dot. However, our plans for your third day lie elsewhere, closer to Maruyama Park. Maruyama Park is the sakura tree central to Kyoto. However, the cherry blossom trees you see here unlike any other that you'll come across in Japan, because the star of Maruyama Park is a cherry blossom tree that weeps. This tree is angled with branches coming down to make the sakura look like it's weeping. The weeping cherry blossom is lit up every night. It is a great attraction point for couples and Instagram personalities looking for photo opportunities. The park may only have that one sakura tree lit up every night. Still, when New Year's Eve comes around, the entirety of Maruyama becomes a display of colorful, sparkling lights and decorations to match the festive spirit. The Kyoto Transit Station is our third and final item on the itinerary list for today. But what's unique about a transit station, you ask? While Kyoto Station is nothing like Harry Potter's platform 9 3/4, it has a magical twist. This is one of the most significant buildings in all of the country, and the second biggest transit station they have. But the frenzy doesn't stop at how ginormous this place is. The station incorporates several entertainment options and creates a magical hub of shopping and accommodation for tourists and locals. With a hotel, department store, and mall under its roof, this transit station does more than allow you to catch a bullet train, an experience unique to Japan and Kyoto. You can spend the night here for a once-in-a-lifetime experience or crash at a nearby place. Either way, this station will be a memorable way of closing off your third day in Kyoto. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button for more content like this. It really helps out our small channel, and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Day number 4. Stop by the Ginkakuji Temple, Philosopher's Path, and Pantocho Alley. Day 4 requires a bit of a hike, but everything that's on our itinerary for today is definitely worth it. The day starts at Ginkakuji Temple, one of the most famous Zen temples that Kyoto has to offer. This temple goes back 600 years and represents an older culture belonging to the Muromachi era. The temple was constructed to honor the Japanese deity Shakaneore, the Japanese equivalent of a Buddha. Unlike many Buddhist temples, such as the Golden Pavilion, this temple is open for tourists to go in. This is because the temple focuses on accepting the natural cycle of improvement followed by decay. Also known as Tetsugaku no Michi, Philosopher's Path is for pedestrians to enjoy a long and quiet walk along a cherry blossom-lined road. The Philosopher's Path is named as such because people often go here to clear their thoughts and listen to the sounds from the Lake Biwa Canal. This area is a perfect stop for those wanting to have a quiet last few days in Kyoto, admiring the wonders of Japanese natural sights. Pantocho Alley is your last crowded spot here on day 4 in Kyoto. Since this is a good spot for people watching and letting yourself feel the city air, we find it a good closing point before having a last quiet day in Japan. Pantocho Alley is located in downtown Kyoto and is an excellent spot for tea spots and restaurants. This narrow street brings historical and modern entertainment together. There's so much you can do, from enjoying live music at a restaurant to seeing geishas perform traditional dances in the street, therefore having an immersive and all-inclusive experience within the span of a single night. Day 5. Wrapping up at Nara Park. As always, we recommend spending your last day away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Since you'll likely be out of Kyoto the following day, your best course of action may be to snatch a moment for yourself before you have to pack your bags. Nara Park is a cultural and natural marvel. one of the country's oldest parks. It is also home to the most enormous Buddha statue in the world. But apart from all that, Nara Park is great for watching live deer wander around. So if you've never seen deer in person, you might want to stop and pet these approachable creatures. Before we wrap up the video, let's look at 3 unique facts about Japan. 1. The Japanese have KFC for New Year's dinners as a tradition. 2. More than 80% of the country is made of mountains. 3. Japan is home to an island only inhabited by rabbits. In short, Kyoto, Japan offers you a historical and cultural experience that you're guaranteed to remember for years. But for the best experiences, we recommend you document as much as possible. Do you plan to go to Kyoto when you go to Japan? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to love this other video from our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. See you soon, and until then, bon voyage!